Witam wszystkich w miarę możliwości serdecznie. Z Państwem gra Chicken Police pod tytułem Painted Red, czyli połączenie detektywistycznej opowieści w stylistyce noir z utopią. To takie porównanie, na które wpadł każda osoba, która omawiała tę grę, wpadła na porównanie. No bo to rzuca się w oczy, tak? W rolę zamiast ludzi mamy zwierzęta. No, przynajmniej mają zwierzęce głowy. Ale jeśli chodzi o podobieństwa do tej animacji, to nie na tym się kończą. Bo mamy tutaj, jak głównym bohaterem jest detektyw, no w każdej porządnej detektywistycznej opowieści, wiadomo. I mamy tu miasto, które zostało, tak samo jak w Utopii, zbudowane po to, żeby łączyć gatunki. Tylko nawet w jeszcze mocniejszy sposób mamy tu opowieść o rasizmie i dyskryminacji międzygatunkowej. No, czy można mówić o rasizmie, jeśli w grę wchodzą gatunki? O gatunkizmie w takim razie. No, gra polega głównie na wybieraniu odpowiednich opcji w dialogu. Nie ma niestety polskiej wersji językowej, nawet w napisach. Jest za to węgierska. Dlatego, że Węgrzy zrobili tę grę. Dobra robota. Za to wszystkie opcje dialogowe są czytane. Także te, które są narracją, opisem. Bo nasz, tak, zresztą typowe dla opowieści detektywistycznych noir jest to, że nasz bohater prowadzi narrację. Także opisuje te rzeczy, które widzi. Dobra, jesteśmy przed klubem, w którym mamy spotkać się z panią, która ma dla nas zlecenie, które od nas chce. Ale najpierw przyjrzymy się rzeczy, tu możemy zobaczyć, czemu możemy się przyjrzeć.
One day, neon signs will cover the whole world. I'm telling you.
You read that in some kind of science fiction book?
No, it's just what I think.
Oh, so you have your own thoughts now. The world's really moving forward.
Pluck off, Sonny.
My jesteśmy tym po prawej, Sonym, a to jest nasz były i jednocześnie aktualny partner. W sensie policjant, drugi detektyw.
I like this.
Why is that?
I don't know. 'Cause it's moving, I guess.
You're a simple bird, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
O, tak, gra ma taki specyficzny poczucie humoru, bardzo mi się podoba.
Remember when the Clawville Chronicle was a really high quality newspaper?
Ja nie pamiętam.
You mean when they wrote something about us daily?
Yeah. What exactly happened to them?
No, they got bored with us, Marty. And to be honest, so did I.
Ja się nie dziwię.
Still, here we are working together again. Funny, huh?
Wyjątkowo.
Yeah, hilarious.
Dobrze, może pogadamy z kimś wreszcie. Z Lewisem. Może tylko przyjrzeć mu.
Hey, that's your old friend, right? Wait, what was his name? Lawrence?
Lamar?
No, Liam.
Lewis. Yes, it's him.
To be honest, Sonny, I always thought that guy's not all there in the head.
Nobody's perfectly sane in Clawville, Marty. But if not for this old rabbit, I wouldn't be here today. I'll never forget that.
Should I thank him for that?
Or kill him for it.
You're reading my mind, boss.
Gra ma ciekawą, ściągającą fabułę i taką, znaczy otoczkę fabularną, nie tylko tą główną fabułę. Nasz detektyw, wiadomo, tak jak w standardach gatunku, musi być samotnym alkoholikiem z depresją. Tym lepiej, tak? Standardy gatunku muszą być zachowane. Dobra, porozmawiamy z...
Howdy, pal.
Gentlemen, how can I help you on this wonderful, chilly night?
We're expected in the VIP lounge.
No ba.
My apologies, but I don't remember ever seeing you gentlemen here before. May I ask?
Stop right there, big guy. I get it. Yeah, I know exactly how this works. So what do you have to do to get in?
Nothing's easier, sir. Are you on the list?
The list? Yeah.
Don't tell me you forgot.
I'm afraid I did, Marty. Sorry, big guy, but I'm pretty sure we're not on the list tonight.
That's a shame. I'm really sorry, sirs. In that case, you can't come in.
Yeah, right. Thanks.
My pleasure, gentlemen.
No, możemy go też przesłuchać. To jest jedna z takich głównych funkcji. Bouncer. A, skąd mam przesłuchać? Police badge. Natasza może
What
z
can you tell
Pyszenką.
me about the first lady of the place, big guy?
No to jest tylko, na razie tylko wysłuchanie.
Natasha Katsenko, sir.
Myślałem, że przejdziemy do przesłuchania.
You're right on point, pal.
Nothing you don't know already, sir.
Just try me.
Well, she owns the place.
And, that's it? Well, that's, unbelievable.
Pardon, monsieur, but I'm not permitted to say anything more.
Człowieku, no ona nas wezwała, nie? Halo.
Look, I really don't want any trouble, but
It is even more inconvenient for me, sir, but this place doesn't like coppers. Forgive this slang. I can't let just anybody in, and there are some I'm strictly forbidden to. Please, you have to understand.
Listen here, you cow. Do you have any idea who we are? You ever read the papers?
Of course, I know who you are, sir. I read the news and more, and I must admit it's an honor to meet you in person, Mr. Santino Featherland and Mr. Marty Machikin. The Bell of the Pantheress is one of my favorite books.
oh my god, not the books again.
Napisali o nas
So it
książkę.
would be terribly inconvenient for me if I had to use force on you, gentlemen.
What did you just say?
Relax, Marty. This guy has chicks like you for breakfast. Thanks for the information, pal. Have a nice night.
Thank you for understanding, gentlemen, and forgive me for my austere composition.
No problem, Shakespeare.
Ech,
Say, big guy, you know Mr. Lewis Hayworth?
But of course, Mr. Hayworth is an impeccable gentleman, and also a frequent visitor of the club.
no to on nas puści może.
Is that so? Good to know. And?
I'm afraid that is all, monsieur.
Dobra, wystarczy nam.
Look, Lewis, that bouncer over there.
Well, yes. He is a bit intimidating, but his manners are impeccable. Am I right?
Yes, indeed, but it seems tonight we're not on his list.
Oh, I see. Oh, I get it. I get it. You'd like to go in, but he won't let you.
Yeah, something like that.
No, no problem at all. Come with me. I'll talk to him.
Much obliged, pal.
Yeah, thanks, Bunny.
Excuse me.
Ah, jeez, what the hell's wrong with you, Marty?
What? Did I say something wrong?
Sir, how'd you do?
Everything's fine, Mr. Hayworth.
Good. Look, this noble pair of pigeons are my friends. They're on the list, okay?
L'archulamont, sir.
And as for you, you owe me one, gentlemen.
Thanks, old pal.
It was my pleasure to help you, as always.
I znowu Lewis ratuje nas. Jak wszystkim, dobra,
The
pięknie.
jazz overwhelmed us. There was no band in sight, yet the music seeped from the walls like years of cigarette smoke and the smell of spilt whiskey. Behind the bar, rows of fancy bottles reflected the harmonious voices of pretty dames and the clinking of crystal glass. It was the kind of place that makes you drunk, even if you've never had a sip. A dangerous place for someone like me. No matter how alien I felt, it was strangely like coming home. Welcome to the Tsar. Well, here we are.
Mother of...
No dobra.
I take you to the nicest places, eh, sweetheart?
Oh, does it mean you're buying, honey?
Don't even think about it.
Ah, men these days. So, we're here to find a dame called Natasha.
I
Dokładnie.
have a hunch she won't be hard to find. Let's mingle and try to avoid suspicion.
Just like always.
No, Marty, not like always. This time it's for real. I was hoping to have missed the main event.
You're a rusty old cock, that's why.
So says the little butt jam.
But what? That's not even a word.
It is now, all because of you. You should feel honored. Butt jam.
You know, Sonny, sometimes you're like an evil little child.
No. Nie ma tej pani. Którą mieliśmy znaleźć. Pytamy barmana.
2 whiskeys, kid, and no horsing around.
I've never heard that one before.
Dokładnie.
Sonny, you gotta drive, you know?
Yeah, you're right, Marty. Hey, Longface, give me a glass of tap water too, okay?
Yes, sir. Coming right up. That wasn't exactly what I meant.
As I recall, you're always bragging about hiding your shotgun in your coat so well, no one can see it.
Sure. Maybe I have it with me now. What?
Well, do you see that bottle, Marty? That's a 28-year-old Golden Eagle whiskey.
Of all the furry gods, you're right.
And they've just left it on the bar. Someone ordered it, got so drunk he forgot all about it.
So we're confiscating it as evidence.
Yeah, well, more like stealing it. But if it's easier for you.
You're twisted, pal. But to be honest, I've no objections. Look, Sonny, I know it's not my place, but Laura's father went to that guy when his, problems had gone too far.
You're treading on thin ice, Marty.
No, I just... Look, fellas at the station are talking, you know? All kinds of things. Moses, Plato, Bosco, and the others.
Okazać mnie alkoholikiem.
Talking, eh? About what? About why Blood Boil took my badge? About what an untrustworthy alcoholic wreck I am?
Look, I'm sorry, it doesn't matter.
Good, and let it stay that way.
At least we're cracking this one together, yeah?
Sure, Marty.
Hey, there's Fillmore.
Who? Oh, yes, Fillmore, because that's what he calls himself, right?
You know him well?
We had some seriously wild cases together, yes. Mainly in Averia, way before Clawville. Another place and another life.
Sounds good. Like the blurb of some cheap pulp fiction book.
Yeah, it was the exact opposite. But the old bird's worth saying hi to. Well, well, if it isn't the great detective, Marlowe.
Blow me, Sonny. You know I don't use that name anymore.
Okay, Mr. Dumbass alias Phil Marlowe.
So says someone who tried to go undercover with the Feather Pillow Mafia is a turkey. Right, Mr. Turk Cayman?
Hey, that was a long time ago. I was young.
And I stick to my principles and my stupidity. Phil Marlowe, and that's that. Don't rile me up, you old fart.
Okay, fair enough. Sorry, I'm a little clucked tonight.
I know the feeling, pal. By the way, what are you two doing here? You stick out a bit. Are you here for a good old-fashioned beating?
We stick out? Man, you look terrible. Like someone who sat on an electric pole.
Don't even ask. I feel exactly like that.
You want a case?
5 feet tall, half of that legs. Angelic voice, demonic eyes, just the usual.
Oh boy.
And you?
Something like that. Just don't know the exact numbers yet. A dame named Natasha. She called us here. If I'm not mistaken, the joint is hers.
Yeah, she owns the joint, amongst others. Well, good luck, guys. That broad has a reputation. She's not
Any useful information?
for free?
Stop clucking around, Philmar.
All right, but just because of the old days. Look for me after you've talked to her. You wouldn't understand what I have to say about her before then. Don't leave unless you're thrown out, in which case, you know the drill. We don't know each other, I'll deny you in a blink.
Good to see you too, old pal. We'll be back.
Miejmy nadzieję. O, jest. Pan gangster.
Isn't that?
Tak, to on.
Yes, it is. The great Ibn Wessler, in the flesh. So much for our incognito.
You think he noticed us?
Only if he's not entirely blind.
Great. That woman with Ibn, I think I know her from somewhere.
Maybe in your dreams, pal. Just act nonchalant, my friend.
No, it can't be.
What now?
Is that Olivia?
No, Marty.
Hey, Olivia.
Are you talking to me?
It's me, Marty McChicken.
Oh, God.
What a pleasant surprise. The Rooster Copper's in person.
Chicken police. But yeah, Mr. Wessler, you could say so. The name's...
Sunny Featherland, of course, of course. Chicken Police. Your partner is, he is,
Marty McChicken. Sir, I just introduced myself to your lady companion seconds ago.
Oh yeah. I'm so happy to see you.
Hello, boys.
So, to what do we owe this pleasure, gentlemen?
Yeah, so, we were, just in the neighborhood, and...
Cut the crap, Marty.
Oh, I see.
Znowu przerwałem.
No big deal. Just a blackmail thing. You know, horrifying threats written on the wall with blood red paint. The usual stuff. You must be familiar with this kind of thing.
Oh yeah, indeed. It's, nasty business. But I didn't know Natasha hired a detective because of this simple matter. But to be honest, I understand. I would have taken matters into my own hands, you see. But I'm kind of busy.
Mr. Wessler had a meeting with Attorney General Hamtaro yesterday, so he's rather tired. If you would excuse us.
Oh, dear Olivia, it's okay. These gentlemen are just doing their job, right? And if I've heard correctly, they're notoriously thorough. So, how can I help you?
We've got a few questions, if you don't mind.
I'm at your service.
I teraz przechodzimy do pytań? Nie.
Look, detective, if you want to know something, just ask.
All right, Mr. Wessler. Nice bunker you got here.
Well, thank you, but it's not mine. Not anymore. But I'm sure you already know that. Listen, detective, if you want to know something, please ask straight, huh?
All right, Mr. Wessler, let's make this a bit more professional.
I'm not as exciting as people tend to believe. I grew up in a poor family of many siblings. I'm the only one still alive, unfortunately. My career started with a shoe store, and now, here I am.
I wouldn't call that an average life. Shoe store owner to mob boss.
How dare you speak to Mr. Wessler like that? Leave it, Olivia, dear. It's just provocation.
I'm sorry if I offended you, Mr. Wessler. Shall we talk about something else? Wessler is a tricky guy. Unfortunately, I don't know enough about him, so I have to be cunning. I can't just pin him against a wall. Yet.
I teraz przechodzimy do tej mechaniki przesłuchania. To najważniejsze, to ten moment, w którym wybieramy pytania. No akurat mamy jedno tylko. Tu mamy co o nim wiemy. Tak, jest tyrki podstępny. Tu mamy jego stosunek do nas, zadawanych pytań i opis. No, na razie nic nie wiemy, więc delikatnie będziemy go podchodzić.
How did you feel when you heard about the blackmail?
Honestly, I found it ridiculous.
And now?
Now I'm kinda interested. But I wouldn't call it blackmail yet. They're just empty threats. There were no demands.
Racja.
Good point.
Thank you. Are we done?
No, not quite.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Dlaczego Prus nie wezwał policji albo jest posłanym człowiekiem?
You seem a very busy man. May I ask what you do?
It's, uninteresting.
Would you elaborate?
I got a small share in the meat substitute business. If the new product works, maybe we can make your job easier.
You mean reduce predation in Clawville?
There are such plans. If you're interested, talk to Olivia, my assistant. She's an expert in what she does, unlike me.
Thank you. That's it for now.
No, zwiększyła nam się jego stosunek do nas, dobrze. Jeśli zawalimy całkowicie zadając mu jakieś pytania od czapy, które mu się nie będą... za bardzo go sprowokujemy, no to wtedy skończy się nasze przesłanie.
You're very taciturn, Mr. Wessler, though I've heard you're quite the speaker.
Look, I'll gladly talk to anyone about business, and even happier to talk about art. But I'm no fan of interrogation on a night out. Are you even on duty?
No.
Sorry for any offense, Mr. Wessler. Let's talk about something else.
I proszę bardzo, już go zdenerwowaliśmy.
Wessler is tougher than I thought, and he's secretive. It's time to gently beat around the bush.
No, dostaliśmy dodatkowe... Co tu mamy? Tyki, mistrustful, secretive, quick temper. Szybko denerwuje, dobrze.
Don't you find these messages dangerous?
That specific word is, it's insulting and obscene, and unfortunately, everyone could see it on the street. I'm sure you know they painted it on the wall.
I know.
Well, yeah, it's unpleasant but no threat in itself. I put it down to some jealous showgirl or a deluded fan. Nothing more.
Jealousy can be dangerous.
Yeah, most crazies are harmless.
You know that firsthand.
Anything else?
Is everything all right between you and Natasha?
Yeah, you don't beat around the bush, do you? Understandable, I guess. Naturally, our relationship is stable and perfect. I'm the setting, she's the gemstone. Yeah, if you know what I mean.
I rarely hear such poetry, but I understand exactly what you mean, Mr. Wessler.
So, you have your answer.
No recent friction?
Wouldn't you like to know?
It would make my job easier.
Yeah, it would only lead you astray. So be glad that I tell you no. No friction.
Ibn is quick-tempered, and I can use that to my advantage. I've confounded and softened him with my previous questions. Now it's time to be specific and ruthless.
No dobra.
The mob boss and the pussycat, eh? How did you even meet?
Huh? Are you trying to piss me off, Corpora, so I accidentally let some big secret slip out, huh?
A simple answer would work.
You know, Natasha, she's both connoisseur and muse. So, how was it? When was it exactly?
You don't remember? That's strange.
Ah, yeah, the millions, of course. It was like another lifetime. It happened right here, only this place was called the Millions back then. She was a dancer. Behind the scenes, I arranged opportunities for her on the big stage. Yeah, maybe she still doesn't know it was me. Then one day, I invited her for a drink with a promise that if she was willing to meet me, I'd buy the place for her.
I guess she was willing.
The next day, she had the club in her name.
Well, that is romantic.
Yeah, there are many kinds of romance, Birdman. There's cheap and there's expensive. You get what you can afford.
Dokładnie.
Do you live in the same house as Natasha?
Oh, you're really something. Natasha's a free woman, but mostly, yeah, at my place in Gold Town. But she has her own kind of a weekend house.
How often does she use the weekend house?
Yeah, every other weekend, roughly.
I see. That's very important information.
Yeah, if you say so.
So Natasha feels like she's in grave danger, yet she's still going out alone.
Yeah, I know what you're getting at, but I'm 100% sure of her loyalty. She's gone out very rarely since this started, and mostly in my company. Yeah, you know, I'm not sure if you do, but in our social circles, banquets and dinners are frequent.
Illegal gambling nights.
You got me there. Yeah, you're right. Natasha is crazy about the roulette wheel.
Always putting it all on the red, right?
Yeah, you're a real rotten bastard, Sonny. Although, yeah, always on the red. Yeah, right.
So, can we meet your lady?
I don't see why not. But first, please, listen to her sing. She's on soon.
O, zobaczymy. Nieźle! 4 gwiazdki, bardzo. Dobre przesłuchanie. Całkiem. Chyba tylko raz szedłem w złym kierunku, ale całkiem nieźle. No tak wygląda mniej więcej Chicken Police. No tak jak mówiłem, detektywistyczna opowieść w stylistyce noir. Bardzo ciekawa. Wszystkie dialogi, cały tekst jest czytany, więc tak powiem w każdej grze. Tak? Jak na mój gust. Tak czy inaczej, ja osobiście polecam, bo gra potrafi wciągnąć. Dodatkowo ma taki specyficzny humor, który potrafi bawić. Oczywiście jest dla kogoś, kto nie zna angielskiego, no to może być problem. Niestety gra nie jest w języku polskim. Jest węgierski, tak jak wspominałem. Tak czy inaczej, ja osobiście polecam. Dziękuję wszystkim za uwagę. I muzyka.
This is so funny. You can kill me, huh?
Bonnie.
Say, Chloe's still lying in my bed, and it's dead.